Okay, so I'm back at the clinic, nipped back into the lovely sunshine and thought I would do another little round of exercises. So we're going to start standing. So bring your feet into parallel, spread your toes out nice and wide, get a good connection to the floor. So find that outside edge of the foot, base of the big toe, base of the little toe and the heel. And then connect it to the floor like a little sucker. Gecko, toes spread wide, and just even your weight between the left and the right foot and the forefoot and the heel, so you're evenly weighted. Press into the floor, find that outside edge, lift through the arches, don't let the arches roll in, and stand nice and tall. Have some space at the back of the neck, grow a little bit, and then just shrug your shoulders up and then let them drop down. So just do a couple of times, shrugging them up and let them hang down. So all the time, just standing nice and firm into the floor and just let the shoulders rise up by your ears once more and then lower down. So start with a little standing side reach. So the right arm float up as you breathe in and just feel like you're lifting the ribs up away from the pelvis. Breathing into the side of the body and then lifting the arm up and over to come back down. So the same again on the left. So breathing in, lift the ribs away from the hips. Reach it up, 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 up. And then float back down. So let's go again on the right side. You'll get a little weight transfer onto that left foot, but just don't let the hip rise up with you. Try and keep the pelvis still. Big wide breath into the side and the back of the body as you reach the arm up. So again, breathing in, keep the shoulder away from the ears, don't get too hunchy. Lift up and over, reach towards the sky and lower back. So let's go one more time each side. Little weight shift across. Open through that side, big breath in, moving the spine laterally. And then once more. So we're going to add on to this one, like a half roll down. So as you breathe in and reach up and over, reach, reach, reach. As you start to breathe out, we're going to come down in almost a roll down movement until you're back in the centre. Hips and pelvis staying nice and still, and then just restack and come back to upright. So I'm going to turn on the side so you can see. So as we take the left arm up and over, big breath into that side. Let the body roll forwards till you come back into the middle, and then restack bone by bone until you come back up. So one more each side. Breath in. Let yourself roll forwards. Take a look at your belly button. So we've got a nice flexed spine, and then we restack, press the ground away to upright. One more. And then just take a normal, regular roll down straight through the centre. So think about lifting the back of the head up, lift the ribs up, soften that breastbone, keep the hips still for as long as you can, rolling down bone by bone. Knees soften if you need to. Take a nice breath in, and as you breathe out, really press into the floor, push through the floor, restack, hips, ribs, shoulders and head. One more. Breath in to prepare. Breathing out. Slide the back of the head up. Slide the ribs up. Soften that breastbone. Roll through your centre bone by bone. Articulating down. Then the pelvis slides up over the top of the legs. Take a nice breath in at the bottom and press the ground up and away to restack it. Super. So then we're going to shift the weight onto our right leg. Little shift across, peel up the left knee. So we're looking for that neutral pelvis. We haven't let our bottoms roll under. Keeping that position, stand into your right leg and then we're going to circle the ankle. So about 6 times. So really point the foot down and circle it back around. And then the other way, so circle it back, a few clinks and clunks. So you're pointing the toe and flexing through the toe, foot and ankle. And then lower down, and then we'll shift weight over onto the left. So spread the toes out, get that nice base first. Peel up the heel on the right, the ball and the toe. Come into that little hip flexion, creasing there. Stand tall, don't let yourself sink in the middle. Keep upright, pressing the ground away. And we'll start to make the ankle circle on the right leg. Arms wherever helps you balance. And then change and go back the other way. And then when you've done your 6, lower the leg down towards the floor. So we're just going to take some single knee folds. So peeling up the heel, ball, toe, little knee fold, and then reverse. Peel up through, and reverse. Good. So keeping that tailbone down and finding your balance. So we're going to bring opposite hand to opposite knee. Keep the feet hip width apart, don't let the feet come together, keep that gap. Opposite hand to opposite knee. Now if you are able to, without feeling dizzy, start to add a little rotation. So you're going to rotate and tap that knee. Rotate and tap the knee. So just go 4 more. Looking behind, moving the rib cage, and then bring back to centre. So we're going to then start with a little tap behind. So keep the right leg strong and supportive and tap the right leg behind you, just to the toes. Check that front hip is open, we haven't let the pelvis slouch, and your kneecap is kind of pointing down to the floor, we've not let it turn out. So point the kneecap down, keep the pelvis level. So I'm just going to come in there so you can see. Whoop. And all we're going to get to do is come through for that knee fold and then tap back, open that hip, keep your body upright if you can. We're going to bend the right leg a little bit now. So we're going to come lifting up tall and tap and reach back, kneecaps down. Lift up tall, tap back. So lifting up and tap. Maintain a nice level pelvis. Reach that leg right behind you. Whoop, reach and away. 2 more. Reach, tap back. And on this one, hold it back here. Reach the toe long, belly on, and take your arms wide. Let the shoulders come away from your ears. Bending, standing into that strong supportive front leg. We're going to lift up the back toe, and as we do, like a set of scales, the top half is going to go down and find our balance. Reach the leg long behind you as if I was pulling you. Breath in wide, then breathe out, bring it back. Stand the feet together. So then change legs. So stand into the left leg and then fold up the right. So we're going to lift and tap back. Lift, little running man arms, tap back, keep that body upright. Lifting, tap. Start to bend the left leg so you can reach that right leg a little further back. Check where your kneecap is pointing to the floor. Tap back, good. Stand tall, reach that leg away. 2 more. And then hold on this last one. Take the arms out wide, reach for your middle fingers, pull the shoulders away from your ears, and then like a set of scales, they're going to tip, 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 reaching through those toes. Take a wide breath in, stand into that supporting leg, restack, and come back into the middle. Good stuff, give your legs a little shake out, and then come down onto your mat. So we're just going to come into a little 4-point kneeling. So spread your fingers out nice and wide. I'm just going to shift a little further back. Bring the knees under the hips. press the ground away so you haven't sunk here. Really lengthen the back of the neck like a little tortoise. Stick your head out of your shell. Tailbone, just gonna tuck in. Tailbone is lengthened away, so we've not let our pelvis roll underneath us. Tailbone is long. And we've done a lot of these before, so we're going to carry on with a little bit of rocking. So keeping that nice neutral spine, back of the neck long, hinge back slightly so you feel like you're sticking your bum out. And then bring it back. So if you've got a tray of drinks on your back, you're not letting them run off at the bottom, you're keeping that neutral. We're just moving the weight from the front to the back. Good. Creasing the front of the hips, move the weight forward. So this time we're going to crease and hinge back. Hold that there, you can't go much further back without losing it. Breathing out, we're going to roll the pelvis underneath us and come into a nice cat stretch, looking down towards our belly button, and then come back to neutral. So hinging back in that neutral spine, tuck your tail under, open the front of the hips, roll that flexion through till the back of the head just looks down, and then come back in. So it's a nice smooth move. Roll through your centre, flex evenly through the spine, look down towards your belly button, and come back through. So a couple more times, hinge it back, roll through and under, come back to neutral. Bring the weight back into the middle and come back to your neutral 4-point kneeling. Give your wrists a little rest if you need to. And then we're going to do a little 6-point position. So I want you to tuck your toes under. So your toes are flexed. If you need to do a couple of times, you might want to lengthen and tuck in. Lengthen, tuck in, get your feet moving. But otherwise, tuck the toes under. So you've got 6 points of contact on the floor. You're not on the little toe side. You can feel the base of your big toe and your second toe. Pressing the ground away. We're going to take a nice wide breath in. And as you breathe out, little switch on at your centre, because we're going to hover our knees just a centimetre off the floor. So you could skim a credit card through there. Nice wide breath in and breathing out. And again, if you can, wide breath in. Breathe it out and lower down. So let's go again. If one breath cycle is enough, go for one breath cycle. Otherwise, try 2 if you can. Pushing the ground away, back of the neck long. Breathe it out. And again, breathe wide. Using your centre, lower down. We've got 3 more. So as you're switching on, you're really having to think about pulling that belly button away from your t-shirt, not arching the back. Back stays at neutral as you go. Good, so let's go 2 more. Tucking the toes under, press into the hands, press into the toes, just the knees, not too high. Skim a credit card. And then lower down, 1 more time. Nice wide breath in, breathing out. Scoot the belly, reach the crown of the head away. Lower down. Lengthen your toes away, bring your bottom to your heels, reach your arms forwards and take a little stretch out, give your wrists a rest. Breathing in wide to the back of the body, breathing out. And then slowly uncurl and sit yourself up. Thank you very much.